At the end of the interview, you'll be asked, have you got any questions for us by the interviewing panel? Now, there's two things that happen here. Number one, you say no. And it's understandable in some respects because you're anxious, there's a lot of pressure, it's uncomfortable, and you just want to get the hell out of there. But then the other option is that you do and that you're more prepared. This is where most candidates fail to build a relationship with the person who they're potentially going to be working with. Now, if you are going to ask questions, make sure that you ask intelligent questions. What will piss people off more than anything is if you're asking questions that you should know the answer to. For example, again, if you've got a job description and you've looked through it and you ask, what will the job role be, or what will I do, my day-to-day responsibilities, it's in the job description. That's not an example of asking intelligently. What you want to do is prepare 3 questions before you go in. Now, you can write them on a notepad and take them in with you. Now, what that's showing to the interviewing panel is that you're a person that's organized and that you've actually thought about what it is that you want to ask. And again, you're opening up a dialogue. Now, one of the questions you may want to ask is, when will you make a decision? For so many people, they go into an interview situation, come away, and then have no idea about what the next steps are. So when will you make a decision? Another question you may ask is, have I covered everything today? Is there anything else that you'd like to ask? So you're asking that. And what that does is there might be a couple of people in the panel who've got a couple of maybe little doubts or maybe things that you haven't answered in detail. And it just gives you an opportunity to cover off and clarify. Now, when you do that, again, you're just adding a massive degree of confidence to the people that are interviewing you, because you're the person saying, what else do I need to do? So the 2 questions so far, number 1 is, when will a decision be made? Number 2 is, have I covered everything today? Do I need to go into anything in more detail? Another question you may ask is, how did you become successful in your particular role? What will it take to become successful in this particular job? How did you get to where you are now? And all you're doing is you're having an open conversation at this point. It may sound a little bit cheesy, it may sound a little bit uncomfortable, but you're giving the opportunity for the person, again, who's going to be potentially interviewing or managing you, to open up about their career. They might give you some advice and guidance. And therefore, again, these are intelligent questions. What I'm going to do in the YouTube field as well is just provide a couple more that you can ask. But basically, in summary, is at the end of the interview, don't be the person who walks away saying, yeah, you've answered everything, because you can't wait to get out. Be the person who's thought intelligently, prepared some questions, have taken them in, and then you walk away with the information that you need. All of this is showing your motivation, it's showing your commitment, organization, and again, demonstrating subtly as to why you're the best person for the role. So I hope that makes sense. Best of luck in the journey as ever, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.